Team Biden projects confidence post-debate. Joe Biden's team is breathing a sigh of relief, believing the former vice president held his ground amid an onslaught of attacks from a half-dozen rivals seeking to cut him down at the Democratic presidential debate in Detroit this week. To be sure, Biden had several shaky moments, and the ferocious attacks against the 76-year-old's record on civil rights, immigration, and health care portends the fights ahead. Biden's rivals, but that hasn't happened yet, and Team Biden feels the former vice president weathered a major test this week, steadying his candidacy after a poor first debate performance raised questions about whether he could rise to the challenge. Biden is dominating the field with older voters and black Democrats, two constituencies critical to the primary and general election. The big field behind Biden is splitting up support, and a single challenger has yet to break out, leaving Team Biden feeling, if not comfortable, content at this stage of the race. Biden toured Detroit for several campaign events and spoke to reporters in the street on Thursday, projecting confidence and expressing surprise at what he characterized as attacks on President Obama's record. Biden has tied himself closely to Obama, and the media appearance on Friday seemed designed to remind voters once again of that link while putting some opponents on defense. He predicted that he'd trounce President Trump in key battleground states such as Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. Biden's ease in public on Thursday was in contrast to his occasional struggles on the debate stage in getting his sentences out. Biden's backers acknowledge that his performance was choppy at times, but they say his fumblings, such as an awkward closing remark in which he gave the wrong numbers for supporters to text, were driven more by his aides seeking to keep him tightly scripted. Allies say that Biden, even if he's prone to gaffes during moments of loquaciousness, is far more resonant when he's speaking from the heart. Supporters noted that some of his best moments from Wednesday's debate came when he reacted instinctively, pointing to his dismissal of Bill de Blasio's future influence in the Democratic Party after the New York City mayor spent a large portion of the night attacking him. Biden's allies are taking comfort in his polling strength, which rebounded after a modest dip following the first debate. They believe nothing A longtime Biden aide declared that nothing. Senior Cory Booker Sr. Kamala Harris. The biggest challenge for Biden right now may be coming from the left, as Senators Elizabeth Warren liberals smell blood in the water with Biden and are eager to see one of their own take him down. Several Democrats reached by the Hill mentioned Warren as a real potential threat to him down the stretch. And there are some fears among Biden's supporters that the sustained attacks against him will at some point wear him down. But there are no signs yet that anyone is making a serious run at Biden. It is hard to see if there was relief among Biden's supporters that the centrist candidates defended him and his policies, and hope that when some of those candidates drop out, they'll become effective surrogates for the Biden campaign.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.